Hello there everyone, this is Nathan Birch. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and go through this hands-on exercise for VS Code hotkeys. So I'm going to go ahead and download this zip folder. And once I have it open here, I'm going to take this class 4 images and I'm just going to put it into VS Code. So I just made a new folder here called Activity 4. And I'm just going to drag this image into there. Okay, so I'm seeing this. I have about 16 JPEG images. I'm going to make an HTML file. So I'll say new file, and I'll just call this index.html. And let's look at our instructions here. Let's see what we have to do. Make a numbered list in Excel or Google Sheets that will have enough numbers to match the images in the zip file that you downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Excel. The process that we use to make this numbered list will be exactly the same in Excel or Google Sheets. So Excel just opened up, and so right here I saw that we had 16 images, so I'm just going to type in a 1 and a 2, and then I should be able to select these and grab this arrow and drag it down to 16. And there's our numbered list. So I'll copy that, and I'll close this. I don't need this anymore. And then I'll open up VS Code. And it said to paste it in the body of an HTML file. So I'm just going to type in an exclamation mark here and hit tab. This works because it's an HTML file. And then in the body, I'll go ahead and paste that. Okay, I want all this to look the same. And then I can use a couple of different hotkeys here. But basically what I want to do is display all of these images in my HTML file. So if I click on File, or I guess on a Mac it's Code, and I go to Keyboard Shortcuts inside of the Preferences, I can see a bunch of keyboard shortcuts in here. And we could use a number of these to get this job done. Add cursor above and below would be a really easy one. I'll go ahead and do add cursors to line ends. So my hotkey is Shift-Command-L. And you might have a different key binding here. You can create your own key binding here by clicking this pencil. But I'll go ahead and use this one. So I'm going to select this whole thing, all these numbers, and I'm going to hit Shift-Command-L. And now you can see I have a cursor on the end of each line. I want to make this match the files that are over here. And so just now I can hit my arrow to go back and forth. But you can see that some of these have 2 characters and some of them have 1. So on a Mac, if I hold Option and hit my arrow, it'll skip words. And on a Windows machine, I could do that holding Control. So right here, I'll go ahead and type in image, and then I'll hit Option, right arrow to jump to the end of the word and type in JPEG. So now we have all of our image names ready to go. Now let's go ahead and put these into an image element. So I'm going to hit Command left arrow to go to the beginning of the line, or if I was on a Windows machine, I could hit Home. And I'm going to go ahead and start typing out my image element. So I just typed in a space, and I'm just going to type in image so that VS Code can recognize this, and I'll just hit tab and I'll create that. Okay, I'm just going to hold shift and my right arrow to remove all of that. So I just hit cut, so Control X, and then I'll go to the end of my line with either end or Command right arrow and paste. Okay, and then maybe I'll want to put a break onto all of those as well, so they'll show in different places. So I'll save that, and I'm going to hit open with live server, and nothing's happening. So let me inspect our element here, see if we have an error. Status of 404 not found. We forgot to put these in our folder. Okay, these are all in a folder called class 4 images. So I'm going to click up here just so I don't lose my cursors. I'm going to hit Command left arrow, Option right arrow, right arrow, right arrow twice, and then I'll just type in class 4 images slash. And now it sees that these are all popping up. I'm going to save that and come over here, and I can close this now, and here are our images. Okay, I could very easily add a little class to these. Let me go ahead. This lets you see how I did that one more time. I'll go ahead and add a style tag up here, and I'll say, well, we'll just say for every image, we'll say width is 200 pixels, and text align is center. Okay, well, let's add a class. Actually, I'm going to say small image, and then I'll show you guys how to do a different one of these. So we had the add cursor below, add cursor above. So I'll go ahead and do add cursor below here. Okay, and then I'll hold Option, right arrow to jump to the end of those, and I'll hit class, small image. That one, yep. And I'll save it, and now you can see all these are nice and small. Okay. All right, well, hopefully that was helpful in seeing how to do some pretty awesome stuff with VS Code with a little bit of help from Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets.